All the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is Shabai from the GMS Denver camp. And through the Spirit, I'm going to go in on First Kings in the 3rd chapter. All right, let's read it. Verse 1. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David until he had made an end of building his own house and the house of Yahweh and the wall of Jerusalem around about. All right, and affinity with Pharaoh, it means that he was basically in accord with him, and like he was like-minded, a harmonious relationship. Like there was no beef there. All right, that's why he took his daughter. All right, verse 2. You know how when you're all nice, when you're a teenager, you meet your girl's parents, and you be nice just because that's your girl, that you're courting that woman. You know, that's Solomon did that. See, verse 2. Only the people sacrificed in high places, because there was no house built unto the name of Yahweh until those days. Right. So, King Solomon had established that temple. He built that temple because, remember, King David, his father, was a warrior. He didn't have time to build a temple. But Solomon had peace around about his borders because the way King David set him up like that, So Solomon had time to build the temple. That's why they were able to make sacrifices at the temple. Verse 3. And Solomon loved Yahweh, walking in the statutes of David his father. Only he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places. All right, so, and the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for there was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. All right, so, you got to remember, this is a time we were in dominion. Solomon was at the top of his game. Solomon, the Israelites was basically the power on the earth at that time during the reign of King Solomon. We were on the top. It says in Gibeon, for him to be able to sacrifice 1,000 burnt offerings, 1,000 animals, you have to have a lot of livestock, a lot of wealth, a lot of riches to do something like that, you see. In Gibeon, Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and the Most High said, ask what I shall give thee. But you know what? Through all this, what I'm reading here, just brought a precept into mind, because yes, it's good to sacrifice for Yahweh, and yes, he's going to reward us for our sacrifices, right, that we make for this truth, for him. And now his son, Yahweh Shai, as well, right? So it's good to sacrifice. Like, if you're in the camp, you sacrifice time, right? Time with your family, time in general. You make your body as a living sacrifice. But with all that being said, let's get this precept that came to mind in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel 15 and 22, it says, And Samuel said, Hath Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. You see that? So obeying Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is better than a sacrifice. So sit on that, let that sink in. But nonetheless, obedience with sacrifice is powerful with Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushai. All right, let's go back to 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter. I'm at the 6th verse. And remember, Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream. It says, and Solomon said, Thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee, meaning his mind was in the right place, because heart is mind. All right, and thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on the throne, as it is this day. You know, let's see what Solomon is about to ask Yahweh for. Verse 7, and now, O Yahweh, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. You see, because he was young. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. All right, so the servant, which is King Solomon, he was the chosen one to lead that great people, and that great people are the Israelites. So Solomon, anytime we're put in a position of high rank, high stature, if you're ever put in a position like that, it's wise to humble yourself and kind of pray to Yahweh that you have the ability to lead. And this is what King Solomon did, and this is what one of the most righteous things that he did in the scriptures. All right, because he's like, I'm in charge of this great people, your chosen people. Right? Let's see what he asks him for. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart, meaning a mind, to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this so great a people? Right? So Solomon, he must have been feeling a little pressure, like he turned to Yahweh, and that's okay. When the pressure's on us, hey, ain't nothing wrong with turning to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Get on your knees and throw your arms up in the air and pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in private. I'm not saying do this in the street corners or the front of everybody. There's a certain way to pray. And this right here is taking place. It's not taking place in an assembly of people. It's not taking place, where Solomon's trying to show out and show people that he's some righteous man by, doing this in front of everybody. No, this is in secret, This is in privacy, however you want to say it, right? So, it says in verse 10, and the speech pleased Yahweh, that Solomon had asked this thing. So this made Yahweh happy, right? Because he's asking him, how do I lead these people? Give me the know-how, the will, the ability to lead this great people, the Israelites, right? And brothers, we should say those same prayers as our forefathers, because guess what? If we're of that number, we're going to be that governing body. So this is a prayer to, be an example for the nation of Israel. Be upright. I know the brother Amawan Pada in our camp, he likes to do the prayers in Hebrew. If that brother's listening, maybe he can do a video a prayer, asking, to give us that leadership quality, that the Lord will bestow that leadership, a prayer on us. Just like King Solomon asking right here, right? It says in verse 11, and the Most High said unto him, Yahweh, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but had asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Right? And that's a righteous prayer, and it was through the Spirit. It was wisdom. Yahweh put the Spirit on Solomon to be like, I want to be able to manage these people in a righteous manner. I want to be able to be a good leader. I want to, I'm the judge of this great people, Israel. And that's the same thing, brothers, that we should be in that same spirit. Because like I say, man, there's going to be a time when we're that governing body, and right now we're in the flesh. And really, we are the governing body because we're establishing the kingdom right now, doing these lessons, doing the camps, teaching our people, showing them their transgressions, telling them that they're Israelites, and so on and so forth. Verse 12. Behold, I have done according to thy words. I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. You see that? So guess what? Yahweh granted his servant Solomon. He's given him that understanding. There's the scripture speaks about, and it's just basically that's what it say right here. Ain't nobody ever had the wisdom like King Solomon. Solomon was on a different level, man, than everybody else who have walked the earth. Let me get this. Let's see. Let's see. No, let me see here. That ain't it. Oh shit.